That wraps up our countdown of the top 10 greatest movies of all time, chosen by the experts. These films have shaped cinema history, inspired generations, and continue to capture our hearts with their unforgettable stories and performances. If you haven't subscribed to Globewise Entertainment yet, hit that subscribe button now and join our community of movie lovers. Popcorn. Now it's your turn. Which movie on this list is your all-time favorite? Or did we miss a classic you love? Let us know in the comment box below, and let's get the conversation rolling. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next countdown of movie magic. 1. The Wizard of Oz, 1939. Step into the magical world of The Wizard of Oz, a timeless classic that has captivated generations for over 80 years. From the moment Dorothy Gale, played by the charming Judy Garland, is swept away from her Kansas home by a tornado, audiences are transported to the colorful and fantastical land of Oz. What makes this movie truly legendary isn't just its groundbreaking use of Technicolor, but its unforgettable story of courage, friendship, and self-discovery. Alongside Dorothy, we meet the lovable Scarecrow who longs for a brain, the Tin Man craving a heart, and the cowardly lion searching for true bravery. Together, they journey down the yellow brick road, facing challenges and discovering that the greatest magic often lies within. With iconic songs like Over the Rainbow, dazzling sets, and memorable characters, The Wizard of Oz isn't just a movie, it's an experience that shaped modern cinema. Experts hail it as one of the greatest films ever made, and its messages of hope, resilience, and dreaming big continue to inspire millions around the globe. Whether you're watching it for the first time or the 100th, the adventure, the music, and the magic never fade. So, grab your ruby slippers, follow the yellow brick road, and see why The Wizard of Oz will forever remain an irreplaceable treasure of cinematic history. 2. Citizen Kane, 1941. The masterpiece that redefined cinema. When discussing the greatest films ever made, Citizen Kane isn't just a title, it's a legend. Directed by Orson Welles at the astonishingly young age of 25, this 1941 classic transformed the art of filmmaking forever. The story follows Charles Foster Kane, a powerful newspaper tycoon whose rise to fame and fortune is matched only by the mystery surrounding his dying word, Rosebud. What makes Citizen Kane timeless isn't just its compelling story, it's the revolutionary techniques Welles introduced. From deep focus cinematography to nonlinear storytelling and innovative lighting, every frame feels meticulously crafted. It's a movie that teaches filmmakers how to think visually, to break rules, and yet remain profoundly human. Critics and film schools worldwide hail it as a masterclass in narrative and technical innovation. And while it initially faced controversy from real-life figures it mirrored, history has proven its genius undeniable. Citizen Kane isn't just a movie, it's a blueprint for modern cinema. If you're a lover of movies, watching Citizen Kane is like witnessing the birth of cinematic art. And every time you see it, you notice something new, a hidden detail, a clever camera angle, or a line of dialogue that hits differently decades later. 3. Vertigo, 1958. Hitchcock's masterpiece of obsession and illusion. Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo isn't just a film, it's an unforgettable descent into obsession, fear, and the human psyche. Widely regarded as one of the greatest films ever made, it tells the story of retired detective Scotty Ferguson, who suffers from acrophobia, a crippling fear of heights. When he is hired to follow Madeline, a mysterious woman seemingly possessed by another woman's spirit, Scotty's life spirals into a dizzying whirlwind of love, deception, and obsession. What makes Vertigo truly timeless isn't just Hitchcock's genius in crafting suspense, it's the way the film explores the dark corners of desire and manipulation. From the hypnotic camera movements that mimic Scotty's vertigo, to Bernard Herrmann's haunting score that lingers in your mind long after the credits roll, every frame is meticulously designed to pull viewers into Scotty's dizzying reality. Critics have long praised Vertigo for its innovative use of color, lighting, and perspective, which subtly reflect the character's inner turmoil. And despite being initially underappreciated upon release, its reputation has only grown over the decades, eventually topping Sight and Sound's famous critics poll as the greatest film of all time. For movie lovers, Vertigo isn't just about suspense. It's a haunting meditation on obsession, identity, and the dangerous allure of trying to control love itself. Hitchcock didn't just make a thriller, he created an emotional roller coaster that grips your heart while leaving your mind spinning. 4. The Godfather, 1972. A masterpiece of power, family, and betrayal. When you talk about cinematic legends, The Godfather isn't just a movie, it's a cultural phenomenon that redefines storytelling in Hollywood. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola and adapted from Mario Puzo's best-selling novel, this epic saga plunges viewers into the dark, intricate world of the Corleone crime family. At its heart, The Godfather is a gripping tale of loyalty, power, and the moral dilemmas of family versus ambition. Marlon Brando's iconic portrayal of Don Vito Corleone introduced a new standard for acting, earning him an Academy Award and cementing his legacy in film history. Al Pacino's transformation from reluctant family outsider Michael Corleone to ruthless mafia boss is one of cinema's most unforgettable character arcs. What makes The Godfather timeless isn't just the mafia intrigue or the thrilling power struggles. It's the way it mirrors real-life human emotion. Every betrayal stings, every alliance is tense, and every quiet moment in the Corleone household feels alive with meaning. The unforgettable dialogue, haunting musical score, and meticulous cinematography make it a movie that isn't just watched, it's experienced. Even decades later, The Godfather continues to inspire filmmakers, actors, and audiences around the world. Its influence can be seen in countless movies, TV shows, and even pop culture references, proving that true masterpieces never fade, they only grow stronger. If you've never seen The Godfather, you're missing more than a movie, you're missing a piece of cinematic history. And for those who have, it's a story worth revisiting again and again. 5. Raging Bull, 1980. When it comes to cinematic masterpieces, Raging Bull isn't just a movie, it's an experience. Directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese and starring the incomparable Robert De Niro, this film dives deep into the life of Jake LaMotta, a boxer whose fury inside the ring mirrors the chaos of his personal life. What makes Raging Bull unforgettable isn't just the brutal boxing scenes or De Niro's Oscar-winning transformation. It's the raw honesty, the way the film captures jealousy, rage, and self-destruction in stunning black and white visuals that make every punch, every heartbreak, feel painfully real. De Niro famously gained over 60 pounds to portray LaMotta in his later years, showing a dedication that only true legends possess. Critics call it a masterclass in performance, and audiences remember it as a movie that doesn't just tell a story, it punches you in the soul. For film lovers, Raging Bull is more than a sports movie, it's a cinematic journey into the human spirit, the price of ambition, and the battle with our inner demons. If you thought movies were just entertainment, this one proves they can be life-changing. 6. Schindler's List, 1993. Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List is more than just a movie, it's a cinematic journey into the darkest corners of human history, yet it also illuminates the power of courage and compassion. This masterpiece tells the true story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who risked everything to save over 1,100 Jewish lives during the Holocaust. From the haunting black and white cinematography to John Williams' heart-wrenching score, every frame immerses you in the harrowing reality of World War II. Liam Neeson delivers a career-defining performance as Schindler, balancing ambition, guilt, and ultimately, redemption, while Ralph Fiennes' chilling portrayal of Amon Goeth embodies the sheer brutality of the era. What makes Schindler's List truly unforgettable isn't just its historical weight, it's the emotional journey it takes you on. Audiences witness the transformation of a man driven by profit into a hero motivated by humanity. It's a story that stays with you long after the credits roll, reminding us of the power of individual courage in the face of unimaginable evil. For filmmakers and movie lovers alike, Schindler's List is a masterclass in storytelling, visual artistry, and emotional impact, a true testament to cinema's ability to educate, inspire, and move the human heart. 7. Lawrence of Arabia, 1962. When it comes to epic filmmaking, Lawrence of Arabia isn't just a movie, it's a cinematic legend. Directed by David Lean, this sweeping masterpiece takes viewers on a breathtaking journey through the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula during World War I. But it's not just the vast landscapes that make it unforgettable, it's the story of T. Lawrence, a British officer whose daring exploits and complex personality captured the imagination of audiences worldwide. Peter O'Toole's iconic performance as Lawrence remains one of the most celebrated in film history, earning him a permanent place in Hollywood's pantheon of legendary actors. The film's epic scale, combined with Maurice Jarre's unforgettable score, elevates every scene, from tense desert crossings to intense political intrigues. Critics praise it as a masterclass in storytelling, cinematography, and character depth, blending action, history, and personal drama flawlessly. Even decades after its release, the movie continues to influence filmmakers and thrill audiences with its sweeping visuals and unforgettable moments, such as the legendary mirage scenes and the dramatic desert confrontations. For those who love cinematic artistry and epic storytelling, Lawrence of Arabia is more than just a film, it's a timeless journey of courage, ambition, and the human spirit. Watching it is an experience that stays with you long after the credits roll. Fun fact: the film won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, cementing its legacy as one of the greatest films of all time. 8. Gone with the Wind, 1939. Few films have left as monumental a mark on Hollywood history as Gone with the Wind. Directed by Victor Fleming, this sweeping epic transports audiences to the grandeur and tragedy of the American South during the Civil War and Reconstruction era. Adapted from Margaret Mitchell's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, the film combines romance, drama, and history into an unforgettable cinematic experience. At the heart of the story is the indomitable Scarlett O'Hara, portrayed brilliantly by Vivien Leigh, whose journey from a spoiled Southern belle to a resilient survivor captivates viewers even decades later. Clark Gable's portrayal of Rhett Butler adds charm, wit, and complexity, creating one of cinema's most legendary on-screen romances. But Gone with the Wind is more than just love and heartbreak, it's a visual spectacle. From the sweeping landscapes to the iconic burning of Atlanta, every frame is meticulously crafted to immerse audiences in a bygone era. Its innovative use of Technicolor set new standards for filmmaking, and its record-breaking box office success cemented it as a cultural phenomenon. While the film reflects its time and contains elements that spark discussions today about race and history, its influence on storytelling, cinematography, and epic filmmaking remains undeniable. Winning 10 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, it continues to inspire filmmakers and enchant movie lovers around the world. In short, Gone with the Wind isn't just a movie, it's an experience, a timeless classic that reminds us why cinema can capture the imagination and hearts of generations. 9. Singin' in the Rain, 1952. Few films can claim the title of timeless classic like Singin' in the Rain. Set in the dazzling world of Hollywood's transition from silent films to talkies, this musical masterpiece captures the magic, chaos, and sheer joy of cinema itself. Gene Kelly's unforgettable performance, twirling and leaping through puddles, isn't just iconic, it's pure cinematic poetry in motion. But Singin' in the Rain isn't just about show-stopping dance numbers. Behind the glitter, it cleverly satirizes the film industry, showing the struggles of actors and directors adapting to sound films, all while delivering humor, romance, and heartbreak. Debbie Reynolds' charm and Donald O'Connor's comedic genius add layers that continue to delight audiences more than 70 years later. Critics call it the perfect musical, and film historians often cite it as the gold standard for choreography, music, and storytelling. Its songs, Good Morning, Make 'Em Laugh, and of course, the title track, remain instantly recognizable, bridging generations of movie lovers. Whether you're a film buff or just in for a joyful cinematic experience, Singin' in the Rain is proof that some movies are eternal. It's not just entertainment, it's a celebration of cinema itself. Fun fact, Gene Kelly famously performed the iconic rain scene himself, dancing for hours in cold water, and it remains one of the most beloved sequences in film history. 10. Casablanca, 1942. When it comes to classic cinema, few films can claim the timeless elegance and emotional power of Casablanca. Set against the tumultuous backdrop of World War II, this romantic drama is a perfect storm of love, sacrifice, and intrigue. The story follows Rick Blaine, a cynical American expatriate running a nightclub in the Moroccan city of Casablanca, who unexpectedly reunites with his former lover, Ilse Lund, under circumstances that pull him into the dangerous world of espionage and resistance. What makes Casablanca legendary isn't just the plot, it's the magic of its performances and dialogue. Humphrey Bogart's stoic charm as Rick and Ingrid Bergman's delicate intensity as Ilse created one of the most iconic on-screen pairings in film history. Lines like, "Here's looking at you, kid," have transcended generations, becoming part of cinematic lore. The film expertly blends romance, suspense, and moral complexity, showing that love often demands sacrifice. Its setting, the exotic yet tense Casablanca, adds an unforgettable atmosphere that pulls viewers into a world where every choice matters. Critics have hailed it as a masterclass in storytelling, and decades later, it remains a cultural touchstone, proving that true love and heroism never go out of style. For movie lovers, Casablanca is more than just a film, it's a lesson in timeless storytelling, emotional depth, and cinematic perfection. Every scene, every line, and every glance between Rick and Ilse reminds us why it's consistently ranked among the greatest movies of all time. Casablanca almost had a different ending? Originally, the studio considered a happy reunion, but the bittersweet ending we know today became one of the most celebrated in film history. That wraps up our countdown of the top 10 greatest movies of all time, chosen by the experts. These films have shaped cinema history, inspired generations, and continue to capture our hearts with their unforgettable stories and performances. If you haven't subscribed to Globewise Entertainment yet, hit that subscribe button now and join our community of movie lovers. Now it's your turn. Which movie on this list is your all-time favorite? Or did we miss a classic you love? Let us know in the comment box below, and let's get the conversation rolling. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next countdown of movie magic.